This segment of Dirt Diggler's Shitty Sports Show was brought to you by ESPN. We picked your idols for you. Remember Tim Tebow? You do now.
Warning. Pregnant women, the elderly, and children under 16 should avoid prolonged exposure to Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler may suddenly accelerate to dangerous speeds. Dirt Diggler has high gluten content and is not kosher, halal, or vegan safe. Do not ingest Dirt Diggler, as Dirt Diggler is for external use only. Discontinue listening to Dirt Diggler if any of the following occurs: itching, vertigo, dizziness, discoloration of urine, tingling in extremities, loss of balance or coordination, slurred speech, temporary blindness, profuse sweating, heart palpitations, increased use of profanity. If listening to Dirt Diggler gives you an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, you're welcome. Listening to Dirt Diggler may lead to unplanned pregnancies. If Dirt Diggler begins to smoke, get away immediately. Seek shelter and cover head. Dirt Diggler may stick to certain types of skin. When not in use, Dirt Diggler should be returned to a special container and kept under refrigeration. The ingredients of Dirt Diggler include, but are not limited to, a glowing substance which fell to the earth, presumably from outer space, and bad memories. Do not taunt Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler does not come with a lifetime guarantee. Dirt Diggler. Enjoy the show.
Extra heat.
All right, what's going on is the Dirt Diggler, the dirtiest Diggler, except for Diggler, for Dirt, good Diggler.
That's right,
and to my
bitches.
left,
Right,
as always, the illustrious
Kenny the Dork, unapologetically New England, and fresh off a Labor Day weekend with lobster.
Lobster. So we're back. It's the Dirt Diggler Shitty Sports Show, and after a short hiatus because a whole shit ton of life happened, we're back with the final half of Why Your Division Sucks. But of course, we got to go over our hometown happenings.
Yeah.
All right, so the Phillies are still kind of trying to decide if they suck or not. I'm going to go with that they kind of do. Bryce Harper got hit by a pitch, but he's not dead, which is good. The Sixers are not doing anything. The Flyers aren't doing much of anything right now. The NFL season, I guess, officially started on Thursday.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some football this weekend. That's exciting. So, well, you know what, Kenny? Why don't you tell us what you've been up to since the last show?
Well, see, since the last show, I have visited Ocean City for the first time.
Yeah?
Loved it.
Yeah?
Maybe had a little too much to drink.
I think I saw the pictures of that.
Oh, yeah. We made friends out there.
Oh, good to make friends.
Yeah, there was a couple of young ladies masquerading as lesbians to avoid male attention. They told us this.
Hold on. How do I feel about this? I mean, yeah, fuck it. Go for it, man.
Yeah, but they were fun. They were fun.
They were How do you masquerade as a lesbian? Do you just tell people you're a lesbian and that's it?
Pretty much. Yeah, and they said they were getting married and everything. And yeah,
and that kept the dudes off of them, huh?
Not really. No, actually, Lady Dork had to
oh my God.
jumped in and saved the day with probably one of the better cock blocks I've ever seen.
My God.
She was good. She's like, she goes up to these guys.
Did she do them with tumble finger wave? Like, no, not in my house.
It was a little like that. It was like one of those after about 15, 20 minutes of just.
That's fucking great.
Apparently, these dudes have been putting in work on these ladies for about 2 hours.
That sounds
so thirsty. Just ridiculous. So anyway,
I'm a Powerade and had it.
Yeah. So then, Stephanie, my lovely Lady Dork, jumps in. It's like, look, dude, you smell nice, you look nice, but you're a douche, and the ladies don't want anything to do with you. We're going somewhere else. Bye. And I'm like, and they just glare at me like, you son of a bitch, you're gonna have all 3 of them, aren't you?
Like, no,
we're just gonna go to a karaoke bar.
Yeah, and if I was, I wouldn't tell you about it because I fucking
classy,
bruh. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we also experienced Ember's Buffet.
Is that in Ocean City, right?
Oh yeah,
Ember's.
All you can eat seafood.
I'm not a fan of seafood, but I understand that those who are, that's an amazing, because you're from New England, so you like seafood a lot.
Yeah, and she's a Marylander. She loves her crabs.
She loves, yeah, because that's the only place on the fucking planet with crabs.
Easy, big fella.
Hold on, I got a picture from Ocean City of their crab logo decal, and I'm like, yes, in Maryland. You mean other people put fucking tasteless crab decals?
It was Virginia Beach.
Yes, it was VB.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that in a minute, but I know there's a whole hell of a lot more that you guys. You guys did a lot of traveling.
Oh yeah, we then we went up to Rhode Island to spend the weekend with the fam. You
Yeah,
know?
that's always nice.
Yeah.
You guys are getting ready to do the union thing, so yeah.
Yeah,
you
we've
guys
been
spend time
making, accelerating our plans for that.
nice.
I mean, I think I mentioned last show we'd set a date.
Yeah, you did. The 5th, April 5th.
Actually, it's April 4th now.
4th now.
Yeah, we moved it up a day.
Okay, well, Mrs. Diggler and I will be joining you there to celebrate your union.
Yes,
we are
yes.
taking the trip.
Invitations are going out this week.
We are taking the trip to Vegas.
Yep.
To do that, and we're probably going to get sloppy drunk and cause a scene.
Oh,
And it's
good
gonna
lord!
be great.
Yeah, wait till you hear this. So we've booked the reception site now, right?
Where is it at?
So the reception and the ceremony are going to be in the same building at the Paris Las Vegas Casino, right there in the heart of the Strip. And then we're going to have the reception at the buffet, the La Village buffet.
La Village.
Oh yeah, get this, unlimited, all you care to drink, beers and wines.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking sloppy drunk.
Oh yeah, you and I are going to be holding each other up.
Well, no, you can't, bro. You got things to do that night, man. You can't get all.
I'm the captain of the sea in the Queen's Old Navy. Put it in, take it out. Put it in, take it out.
Oh my god.
She's gonna kill me when she hears this show. We haven't even torn apart the Ravens.
Not yet.
Oh man.
So that was you guys just got back from that trip, right?
Yeah, last weekend we went to we went to Rhode Island. My sister and I decided that if Stephanie's gonna be a part of the family, we're gonna give her the whole food experience, and so we took her out for lobster and clam cakes. And we're trying to sway her, like, yeah, you're a Maryland girl, that's nice, but you eat lobster now, god damn it.
Oh, sea roaches, nice. All right, so
Easy pig fella.
well, hey, for those who are aware of history, lobsters were what you fed prisoners, and they hated it. And then someone said, hey, if you put lemon and butter on this, it's really fucking good. And then, bam, became a luxury food overnight. Yeah, lemon and butter changed the game.
That and then we had frozen lemonade at Dell's Shack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Like a slushie?
Yeah.
Is there alcohol in it?
No. You can add it, though. You just, when you originally buy it, it's not there. Right?
Oh, but when you have to add your own? You have to
yeah. My sister and Stephanie enjoyed doing that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It's just, that's good bonding time. That's good bonding time.
Yeah, it's good bonding time
good
because then they're lighting things on fire, too.
Wow.
But, just a backyard bonfire. Calm down.
I mean, still. Oh my god, that's fucking great. I'm glad everyone's getting along though.
Oh yeah, no, sister and Stephanie get along great.
That's in-laws are a huge issue in marriages. In-laws are a massive issue. So
hey, like my sister-in-law.
Yeah, I guess.
You learned.
I have. She's a special soul, and that's all I have to say about that.
Moving on.
So, on us in the Diggler house, we had the lady, Mrs. Diggler, and the little Digglers all go back to Okinawa, Japan, to see my father-in-law, who was diagnosed with liver cancer earlier this year.
Wow.
My wife went up to go see him in like February of this year and came back, and he made it known he wanted his grandchildren to come see him. So they all went back. So all three of the girls and my wife went back to Okinawa for like 10 days, and it was hot as shit. It's like 100 degrees with like 100% humidity. It's very Okinawa.
That's a very Okinawan summer.
Yeah, but as swampy as it is here, Okinawa still makes you fucking want to die a little bit during the summertime.
I remember.
It still makes you want to die a little bit.
We've done.
I know we've done it. I know you're not. I know I'm preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
For the audience who's never been, it's a tropical island now.
Subtropical.
Technically, it is outside of the tropics. Yes, it is subtropical. All right, but for all intents and purposes, it's fucking tropical.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's beaches. My middle daughter was in the water, and little fishes were following her around with school of fishes. It was amazing. The water is crystal clear. They all had a great time. A lot of barbecues, cookouts. The wife got to go drink with her friends she hadn't seen in forever. Everyone got to see the girls, and the girls got to meet everybody else. It was a good time. Now, while all this is going on, I helped a friend move.
Okay.
Right, and then I went to New Mexico to celebrate James Martinez's 40th birthday.
Man, it's just 40th birthday's falling all over.
We're all about the same age. Now, James, if you don't remember, James is the gentleman who took down 3 40s during the 40s for 40.
Yeah.
He's a legend. All right, so we went out, and I got to enjoy some really good food. I mean, New Mexico's got some amazing chilies and peppers and things like that. It's not a very populous place. Like there's like 2 million people plus, maybe a little bit more than 2 million people. In
and
the
that's
whole
just
state.
to count. And it's only that high because of Breaking Bad tourism, isn't it?
Albuquerque is pretty spread out, not very populated. New York City has 8 million people, so there's 6 million more people in New York City than there are in the entire state of New Mexico.
Yeah, and then there's like 5 times as many people in New Mexico as there are in the entire state of Wyoming. So
well, yeah. So, but there was some great food, and James hooked me up. He sent me some chili pods, and I need to make it to red chili sauce for marinades. I mean, I had some amazing fucking food out there, and I got to meet James's wife and his kids, and they were all amazing. Like his oldest kid is really, really cool, right?
Yeah.
His youngest kid though is very much like D3. He's a little younger than her, like a few months younger than her, but their spirits are the same. And I was like, I got to bring the family out here to meet your family because everyone rocks. This is amazing. So after that I came back and my dog blew his ACL. Shisa blew his ACL. His dog, it's called a CCL on the dog, but he blew, so we got to get him fixed for that. And then I had to go to Virginia Beach for training, for cyber training. And so it's I say it's a pretty good place. I'm not gonna lie, the hotel was nice. Virginia Beach, the weather sucked ass when I was there first. It was like very windy and overcast. It was so windy that in the parking structure, which was not directly on the beach, like a block away, there was saltwater mist on my car.
I haven't seen that since in Okinawa.
Yeah, it was pretty high winds, but the weather cleared up and it got real nice toward the end. I didn't really do much touristy stuff while I was there because the training went from like 9 in the morning to 7 at night.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
intense.
I can imagine that's all like enough time to go back to the hotel, have a beer with your dinner, and then go to bed.
Pretty much, dude. But I can see how Virginia Beach is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's now there's a lot of seafood there too, and I'm not a seafood fan, so I was like, I just want some Mexican food, right? I want a fucking burrito, and but it was not bad. Now here's the kicker, right? I had to go to Virginia Beach about a day before the girls came home. So I didn't get to see my family. They didn't get to see me until after I was done training.
Oh, shit.
So it was like 3 weeks that we were just apart. Then it kind of sucked. But, that's what you got to do. So I came home. They immediately started annoying me. And I didn't miss them anymore. But that's what happened, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm like, all right, I missed you guys. I'm annoyed now. I no longer miss you. All right, everything's better.
Okay, y'all need to get the fuck out of
here. Everything's back to normal now. That's amazing. Yay. So, but yeah, so things are happening. My boss left and work. Yeah. My boss has a new job somewhere else, so I got no division chief, and but it's just an opportunity to really do all the things. It's an opportunity to I guess spread the wings. Not that I wasn't doing that prior, but change is inevitable. Change is good sometimes, so I'm just embracing it. I mean,
all right.
But yeah, there's been a lot going on over the last several weeks, and now after this show, I've got like several barbecues I got to attend because the weather is getting conducive for really good barbecues.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, we got to get our yard cleaned up and have you guys over for a barbecue of our own during football.
Yes, we do.
Pick up that smoker.
So, all right. Now that we've gone over that, now let's do the schedule.
Oh shit, yeah.
All right. So while your division sucks, we're covering the AFC North, NFC North, AFC East, and NFC East. Those
divisions
are our
near and dear to our hearts.
Yes, the East divisions belong to me and Kenneth. Then we're going to actually give you guys a bonus, and we're going to do our Week 1 predictions.
Shit, yeah.
Right, now we can kind of explain why, but it gets a lot easier as the season progresses because this year a lot of teams held their starters out in the preseason. They saw it as kind of useless. Didn't want to risk their starters with injuries. Right? You didn't want to risk your starters, so a lot of starters didn't play. And for those starters who did play, they some of them suffered injuries, season-ending injuries.
Okay.
And so, yeah. Also, there's the Antonio Brown saga, which has come to a weird conclusion.
Yeah.
There's some holdouts to talk about, some trades to talk about. And then there's the surprise retirement that caught everyone by surprise.
I know.
So I guess...
I guess we got to lead off with that.
Let's. All right, yeah. Andrew Luck retired. For those of you who've ever listened to Andrew Luck, he's a very intelligent and interesting dude. He's actually really cool. I don't think the NFL deserved someone of Andrew Luck's caliber, to be honest with you. He's got
Indy
a degree,
sure as hell didn't.
He's got a degree in architectural engineering.
Yep.
He's a certified architect from Stanford. So this is not like he went to DeVry. This motherfucker graduated from Stanford with a degree in architecture. So
It's a West Coast Ivy League school.
He's a smart dude, and he's very interesting. He likes to travel. He does other things, and he's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
He basically got tired of constantly getting hurt, being in pain, rehabbing, coming back. He got tired of the cycle. It was mentally draining him, and it basically made him hate football and hate his life.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but you know, the reports that are coming out this week are that he wanted to retire in March, but then Indianapolis Colts management and executives were like, "Come on."
I mean, yes, that's what
tough it out. Let's see where you're at in August.
You know, honestly, if I'm that management, I would do the same thing. You know, you want to apply pressure. This is your marquee player. You don't want him to hang it up. You don't want to be like, yeah, dude, hang it up. Because you've got significant resources invested in him, and you think you got a chance at a championship with him at the helm.
Yeah.
Of course you want him to play. Of course you do. However, the decision, he's got to make the decision that's for his best well-being. And if he felt the passion wasn't there and he couldn't do it anymore, which he did, then he hangs it up. And all the Indianapolis fans, they reacted poorly to it. Not all of them.
God, like, seriously.
A lot of them, the loud ones did.
And now you see why I'm so down on the Colts and their fan base.
Yes, look, I'm not high on their fan base. I always liked Luck.
Yes.
It's hard to hate Andrew Luck.
It definitely is, and I will give you that.
It's easy to hate the Irsay family. Pagano was over his head as a head coach.
He's out of his depth as defensive coordinator of the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I'm like, yeah.
He doesn't know how to use that talent.
No, but, Vic Fangio was,
pretty good.
Pretty good. So.
Yeah.
But it's sad to see someone of Luck's caliber leave the game, because the game he leaves a huge hole, not just from a talent perspective, but just as a dude.
Yeah.
But I get it, dude. Going through all that pain all the time for a bunch of people who honestly don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
It's tired after a while, so I totally understand that.
And between him, guys like him and Rob Gronkowski grinding out injuries and sucking it up, and then it's just their body can't take it anymore.
I mean, you got a dude who's on the couch with fucking poor posture with a thing of nachos on his tummy, talking about these dude needs to suck it up. Like,
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah,
Shut
seriously.
the fuck up. The most athletic thing you did was when you had to catch your balance in the shower because you almost fell. Because you were drinking. I mean, so leave this dude alone. He's a world-class athlete.
Exactly.
Your ass.
He could barely move his arm. Let him enjoy retirement.
Yeah.
Go get some CBD from Gronkowski.
However, I am sad with the retirement of Captain Andrew Luck's Twitter.
Oh, that is the big loss here.
That is a huge loss here. For those of you who are unaware, Captain Andrew Luck, Civil War Captain Andrew Luck.
No more squirrel oil.
No more squirrel knuckle oil. Sad day.
We do still have Lieutenant Baker Mayfield.
Lieutenant Baker Mayfield's there to keep the fires going. So everybody find Lieutenant Baker Mayfield on Twitter. It's a worthy Twitter feed. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Yes.
This is good content here. This is not your typical Twitter content. This is good fucking content.
Yeah, and other immediate beneficiaries are Jacoby Brissett, he of the brisket.
Yeah, the brisket.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a chance he just got extended.
Yeah, and not only that, but he's had a full season to just sit and just learn from Frank Reich.
So I think Frank Reich is underappreciated for what he is as a coach.
Yes.
I really think
he brought out the best in Carson Wentz.
He brought out the best in the Colts.
Yeah, he did.
Whole.
I mean, think about where they were in 2017 and what he did with them in 2018. That's a 7-game improvement.
Look, he's if anyone's going to get Brissett up to speed, it's him.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, he's in a better situation than he was when he had to be the starting quarterback in 2017.
He's got a better roster around him.
Oh, not only that, he didn't have to learn the playbook in 8 days.
You're right. So things, things aren't doom and gloom, but of course, Andrew Luck was a first-round pick.
He's a number 1 overall.
Number 1 overall pick. He was worthy of the pick. He's a very good quarterback, and now he's going to be
a very good architectural engineer.
If that's what he chooses to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he comes from poverty. His daddy was a pro player and made a lot of money. So I mean, the guy is now, but he's made his money.
But as we McAdoo around here, fair winds and following seas.
Yeah, fair winds and following seas.
Hey, nice callback joke there, huh?
Yeah, man. Nice. So, Antonio Brown, right? I firmly believe that Vontaze Burfict gave this dude CTE.
And we're seeing it unravel in real time.
Like he has not been the same guy since that concussion.
No,
he really hasn't. Like, look at the season directly after that, and it's a whole different Antonio Brown. So
Facebook live streaming.
What we may be seeing is that stage 1 CTE, where they start to lose control of some of the impulses and the bad decision making comes in. The problem with CTE right now is you can't. There's no test. There's no accurate test for it right now while you're alive. Right? You got to die. They got to take a brain, slice it up, look at the proteins. There's supposed to be blood tests that they're researching. I don't know if the NFL is ever going to let that happen though, because that will definitely undermine their ability to keep talent.
Yep.
Like if you get concussed and they do a blood test and go, yeah, you got fucking tau proteins in your blood, you're going to fucking hang it up.
Yeah.
You're going to hang it up. So
they're already worried about guys hanging it up early with Gronkowski and Luck retiring.
Yeah. So if I'm the NFL and I'm an immoral fucking group of assholes, I suppress that. I suppress that research. I don't support it.
Well, they already suppressed concussion research for years on top of this.
Yeah. So
I mean, there was a whole movie starring Will Smith about it.
Yeah. So Antonio Brown gets traded to the Raiders for fucking bag of Fritos and some Cheez-Its, and immediately starts fucking doing things the wrong way. Right now,
yeah,
this reaches this crescendo recently this week as he gets into it. So he misses some practices, gets fined.
He had a helmet issue.
For the helmet issue, I kind of get.
Yeah, you're comfortable with that equipment. You want to keep playing with it.
The helmet issue, I kind of get. You know, there's also the head injuries that he's taken. You know, like that's like a good luck charm. Like you've just grown accustomed to it.
Yes.
So you don't want to change it. Now, how he reacted to it, I don't know.
No, he did not handle it professionally.
Did not handle it as well as maybe he could have. So, so you fast forward through the helmet issue. That was with the NFL. That wasn't with the Raiders. The Raiders had his back on that. But it's the finding for the practice that he missed. So he publishes the letter. He takes a picture of the letter and puts it on Twitter.
Oh, God.
Which causes Mike Mayock to basically confront him. Like, they confronted each other at practice. It's explosive. Antonio Brown called him some shit, and they went off. And Vontaze Burfict is the clear-headed one that goes, hey, everybody chill out. So,
when Vontaze Burfict is the voice of reason in a situation, folks,
things have gotten out of control.
Oh, way out of control. It's spiraling.
So he storms off, and then Antonio Brown comes back, and he has an emotional apology, and it seems like it's all gravy. Then he releases a hype video that has John Gruden, a phone call with John Gruden that he recorded that John Gruden did not consent to. This is California. I'm not sure. I think you need two-party consent to record a call.
It is a two-party state.
Right? And so that's possibly illegal. Then they voided his guaranteed money, and then he demanded a release. And just today, Saturday, fucking September 7th, he was released.
Less than 24 hours before the kick of the Sunday games.
Right. He was released. He can be signed at 4:01 today. Which
he cannot play until week 2 at the earliest.
But he can't play until week 2 at the earliest. So basically, that whole saga. Now, this is the Raiders, right? I don't have faith in the Raiders doing anything right. Mike Mayock is not a fucking GM. He's a draftnik media talking head. He has no experience running an NFL team in any capacity, on any level at all.
No.
And he's a,
he's not even that great of an evaluator of talent. He had 5 guys going ahead of Antonio Brown.
No, Michael Thomas.
Excuse me, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, yeah. Right. So the Raiders kind of poison themselves. They bring in Vontaze Burfict. You're bringing Antonio Brown. You're bringing Richie Incognito. You're like, I wonder what happens if I put all these volatile chemicals together.
It's like, were they just going for Hard Knocks ratings?
Even the Hard Knocks has become sanitized.
Yeah.
Because now people are performing for the camera, and the drama itself is gone. Hard Knocks needs to go away.
Well, not only that, but it's been Gruden's been restricting the access they have to them.
The Raiders are not in a good place.
No.
I can blame no one other than Mark Davis for that.
Oh, exactly. I mean, because Gruden's making all these quality decisions, and he's got that 10-year contract. He's virtually unfireable.
Gruden ruined Tampa's dynasty by taking a defensive team and trying to make it offensive.
Spider-Wide banana.
And having shitty draft acumen. It's whatever. Look, the Raiders are going to be in bad shape this year. I believe I said it during our last show.
Oh, God, yeah.
We've said that for Brown, 2 years the best thing he could have done was to bail, to be honest with you. Now, where he goes from there, what happens with him, I've got no idea. This is a strange ride. We can't deny his talent. You can't deny the amount of work he puts in to maintain that level of talent to be possibly the most skilled receiver in the league right now. But he's an absolute
Somebody's
fucking
going
head
to take
case.
a chance on him.
He's an absolute fucking head case.
Yeah, he is.
You know,
Somebody will take a chance on him,
You
though.
know who I want to see pay him?
Dallas.
Cleveland. Could you imagine him and Odell Beckham Jr. torturing? Could you imagine him sitting up against the Steelers as a division rival?
I mean, if the Cleveland's all in on a Super Bowl, this is the way to go.
I mean, he's on the market.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure he'd love to get back at Big Ben. So,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
So, all right. You have anything you want to add to that, man?
Well, I mean, other than all these ungodly Patriot signing AB rumors, please stop. I don't want him in New England. I don't think anybody does. No, I don't have much to add.
To be honest with you, though, him going to a stable franchise not populated with dickheads is probably in his best interest. So what franchises would fit that description? Let's see. Philly, New England. Hold on.
Cricket.
Hold on, wait. Tennessee?
Oh, God. Mariota wouldn't be able to get it within 5 yards of him.
No. But the personality's there. Like Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a stable area.
Because Houston's, shitty for a lot of reasons. And
Yeah.
Indy, no.
I mean, to support a young
San
quarterback.
Francisco's got Jed York, whatever his name is.
Jackass.
Yeah, he is.
You don't fire owners.
Yeah, and the Pagano, but the Spanos and Charger land. The Rams, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, the Rams have a good culture,
Yeah.
right? Very friendly culture. So Philly, the Rams, the Saints.
Saints? Yeah, Saints could do a lot with him.
So you basically got about 5 franchises that are stable enough to handle something like Antonio Brown. The Raiders are not
Yeah.
one of those franchises. They're very unstable
Nope.
because they've got Gruden there running the show. But we'll see where he lands.
Taking Lloyd Christmas's checks to the bank.
To the bank. We'll see where Antonio Brown lands. This is gonna be interesting either way. But he's not. If you have him on your fantasy team, you might as well bench his ass right now.
Right
his ass
fucking now.
is not suiting up week 1.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
You want to get into this, man?
Oh, let's do it.
I'm gonna leave Baltimore to you because you've got a vested interest in shitting on Baltimore because you cohabitate and are engaged to a Ravens fan.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry.
I need you to do this thing, Kenny.
I know. But here we go. Hey, it's the AFC North.
Yes.
So
AFC
this
North.
division is known for 3 things. Defenses, mediocre quarterbacks, and
Shitty Ohio football.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Bring me that shitty football.
So, all right, let's kick this off. So the Baltimore Ravens. So they brought back John Harbaugh, did not bring back Ozzie Newsome. Interesting. And they're insisting that Lamar Jackson is their future. Folks, I'm going to be really honest with you right now. Lamar Jackson is a black Tim Tebow without the religion or the charm. I was tempted to say he's Mike Vick 2.0, but Vick has completed a pass beyond 10 yards off a designed drop back.
No, sick burn.
Marty Morningweg couldn't make Lamar a competent NFL quarterback in his rookie season. So you know what they did? You know what they did in their infinite wisdom?
What did they do?
They played to their strengths from last season, which everybody fucking figured out. And they brought in run-heavy offensive coordinator Greg Roman, whose terrible play calling in Super Bowl 47 gifted the Ravens a title.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but hey, they brought in Mark Ingram, and he's going to benefit from this offense. Hey, good for you, buddy. Good for you. But they also brought in a couple of receivers, one nicknamed Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, it's a shame he'll never receive a pass.
It'll fall flat at his feet or be intercepted by a defender because Lamar can't throw downfield.
No, he cannot.
No, he cannot. You know how you stop the Ravens' offense?
You just
Put 10 guys in the box.
make Lamar throw the ball.
Exactly. You put 10 guys in the box, stuff the run, and dare Lamar to beat you over the top because he can't.
He won't.
He can't.
He won't.
All right. The defensive coordinator has the same name and nickname as a lame-ass 80s game show host. Yeah, Wink Martindale.
What?
Don Wink Martindale.
Wink?
Wink Martindale.
Wink, really?
Yeah, he was, oh, God, what lame-ass game show did Wink Martindale host? I forget. Was that the same?
That's a real person?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a real person.
Oh, yeah. He was a real lame-ass 80s game show host.
Nice. I thought you were just making fun of
Oh,
him.
no.
Who was the guy who did the dating game?
That was Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Woolery.
That was Love Connection, my bad. The
Love-
dating game was a different one. Shit.
Maybe that was the dating game guy.
Yeah, maybe.
There's also
He
the
talked like this.
$30,000 pyramid. There was also that game.
Oh, that was it.
Is that
This
it?
is the pyramid.
Ah, nice. No
Yeah.
whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
No, he was not. He was not the host of Press Your Luck.
No, there's a no whammy thing in the pyramid. That's where it came from on Press Your Luck.
Yeah.
The whammy came from the $30,000 pyramid.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, throwback.
Oh, yeah. Hey. But it was never on Sale of the Century.
No.
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 That was an NBC show.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, attempting to throw Lamar Jackson attempting to throw passes, fucking awful.
Pretty fucking terrible.
I mean, you picked up Earl Thomas, which on paper seems like a win, but he hasn't played a full season since 2017. I mean, he gave us that memorable little sound clip, that video of him flipping off Pete Carroll and just glaring at him like, "I will kill you."
Yeah, fuck Pete Carroll, though.
Fuck Pete Carroll for that one.
Fuck Pete Carroll.
I mean, hey, the offense relies on the run. Lamar can't get him over the hump. This team might eke out a winning record, but they won't do much beyond that.
Yeah, they're in a shitty division, so let's talk about the rest of that division.
Oh, yeah, Cleveland.
The Brownies. The
Jesus
Browns.
Christ.
All right, so Hugh Jackson's out. All right, the team almost finished with the first winning record since 2007, and their second since their resurrection in 1999. It was enough for them to shit-can Greg Williams.
Bountygate.
Mr. Bountygate himself, who's a goddamn psychopath, and bring Freddie and make their offensive coordinator, I believe he was OC at the time, Freddie Kitchens, their permanent head coach, who's also a fucking psychopath. And since John Dorsey's got no qualms about signing shit human beings, he got Kareem Hunt after his release from Kansas City. Hunt's got 8 weeks suspension to think about what he's done before he returns to terrorize the league. He also traded for Odell Beckham Jr.
This will not be the first time we clown this trade.
You know what? Cleveland's the winner in this one. But
they are, but we are going to clown this trade later on.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Giants are fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah. So they're basically trying to retool themselves as an offensive juggernaut, which they better be, because they only outscored their opponents by a total of 8 points last season, and they sucked against any actually good teams. Most of the wins came against teams decimated by injury.
Winless against playoff teams.
Yes, but they're
losing by 2 touchdowns.
They're also the sexy dark horse picks to beat the Pats in the AFC Championship game, despite the lack of success against playoff teams. So, yeah, good job, Ohio, for thinking that far ahead.
Oh, yeah. At least they got the first half of that prediction right.
Yeah.
Because, 8 years in a row now.
I mean, Madden's out now, right? I mean, it's possible. Talk to me about the Bungles, brother.
Hey, there's another. Yeah, we're on the vein of Ohio.
Shitty Ohio football.
Shitty Ohio football and delusional fan bases. This bunch of idiots finally fired Marvin Lewis about 5 seasons too late. And I know if I told you if you told a Bungles fan in 2002 that they'd make and lose 7 consecutive playoff games, they'd take it. I would love to be 0-7 in playoff games in the span of a decade, because in 2002 the Bungles were fucking terrible.
I mean, they always.
I mean, there was jokes going around that the Miami Hurricanes could beat them.
I mean, probably.
Oh, they could have. They were pretty good then. Mm-hmm. But then a college team from Ohio beat them, and then that all went away. I mean, but seriously though, lose 7 consecutive games. After about the third one, I might have looked to move on from Marv. Definitely after the 2015 Steelers meltdown.
Oh, that was great.
You figured they'd have the good sense to move on and find the right guy to lead them past Wild Card Weekend.
That's the game that killed Antonio Brown's brain.
Yeah, it is. Instead, you know what they did?
What did they do?
They hired a guy who shared a pocket pussy with Sean McVay.
Nice.
And they'll hope he can replicate the results with Andy Dalton, Joe Mixon, Tyler Eifert, and a cadaver that somewhat resembles A.J. Green. Yes, Zach Taylor, quarterback's coach and offensive coordinator for the Rams last season.
Really? Quarterback coach?
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that guy after that
no.
Super Bowl.
Oh, no. He's also got only 1 season as experience as an offensive coordinator, and that was with the Dolphins in 2015.
How'd that year go for him?
They finished 26th in total offense.
Nice.
So, yeah, the pedigree's there.
Nothing like white guys failing upward.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, because he worked for Sean McVay. He must be some kind of fucking genius.
So I have a guy, and he shared a bagel with Sean McVay in middle school. So, he's the next big thing.
And we know that Sean McVay is a copy and paste fraud. So, he You know, it's like, dude, you can copy my homework, but don't make it look like you're copying because I was copying.
Just fucking Xerox that shit. Just Xerox it. That's
Just fucking Xerox. Take a photo and send it via text.
Yeah, text it to me.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, I mean, like, do I have to, how much more hyperbole do I have to put on to tell you that I'm not fucking impressed with Zach Taylor?
The Bengals are going to be terrible.
Oh, they are. And not only that, they brought in the same guy they ignored the bullying scandal in Miami to be their offensive line coach.
This whole
I mean, seriously,
sucks.
this whole franchise is just a series of bad decisions.
The franchise
and those
itself.
bad decisions are going to bear out on the field.
I hope so.
I mean, seriously.
Why not?
You know, they're going to lose games. They're just going to suck.
Yeah.
They're going to get smoked by Seattle tomorrow.
But they're going to commit to sucking, which is important.
So, hey, you
they're
know,
committing to it. They're
choose to lose.
They're tanking without even thinking about tanking. They're just going to tank.
Yeah.
They're just tanking. So the Steelers,
Aha!
the Steelers. So the headaches, the quote unquote headaches are gone, and now Tomlin's got plenty of time to write up excuses for his next loss to the Patriots and or Jags, which you know he will, if only because he's sick of going to Foxborough to watch them raise banners. The Steelers have attended more banner raises at Gillette than they have at Heinz Field.
Burn!
I suppose he'd be salty too if that was the case, but hey. At least they traded perpetual headache and CTE diva Antonio Brown to Oakland for a sack of deflated footballs in the case of sunflower seeds. He's John Gruden's dumbass problem.
What? Not anymore.
Not anymore, buddy. So Le'Veon Bell also, his holdout yielded him escaping Pittsburgh, but taking less money to play for the Jets. So I'm not sure that's an improvement, but it doesn't have to deal with Roethlisberger. So I mean, anytime you can stay away from Ben Roethlisberger, that just sounds like a win.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you could be in a leopard ward, and as long as Roethlisberger's nowhere near you, you better be okay with it.
I mean, no one wants to play with him. I mean, I wonder if Ben Roethlisberger wants to play with Ben Roethlisberger anymore.
Captain Grey Dick, leader of men.
No, Captain Fat Fuck.
No, Captain Grey Dick, leader of men, because that belongs to urinating tree. Urinating tree, Captain Fat Fuck, leader
all
of men. Captain Grey
right.
Dick, because apparently he's got a great penis.
Yeah, hey, you know.
His penis.
We have a lot of Steeler fans that we're involved with here.
His penis is gray, apparently.
Jesus.
Yeah, according to the rape allegations. Either way, he's a shitty human being. So apparently, all right, listen to this, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong here via email, dirtdiggler2023@gmail.com or on Facebook. But shitting on your receivers on the radio every Monday morning after the game, probably not going to curry very much favor with your receivers.
No.
Right? So, I mean...
No.
Why would he continue to do this? But that's what he does, right? Like, if you throw an interception to a defensive tackle, it's not the receiver's fault.
Oh, it's not.
No. You shouldn't blame anyone except for yourself for that. But he totally did, so.
What a fucking jackass.
Yeah, he's a chode. Anyway, so.
I mean, you know, that class of 04 just needs to go away after this season.
They kind of do. I'm really tired of them. But yeah, so.
Maybe not old Marmalade.
I
love watching him complain when he can't get the Patriots.
He's just fired up.
He's just fired up about complaining.
Either way, look, Roethlisberger's a miserable dude, and he makes everyone around him miserable. He's never held accountable, either illegally or in personal life. He's got no real, like, Le'Veon Bell and John Connor are not the same thing. James, whatever, fucking cares.
I mean, I know you're hyped for the new Terminator movie.
Juju Smith-Schuster is a good receiver, but there's not a whole lot after that. It's just not. I don't like. This is a bad division, and the Steelers are a bad team right now.
I mean, their defense is a little better.
All right, is it though?
Yeah.
You know, they're still parading. What's his damn name? The bald dude.
Harrison?
No, the one who broke his back.
Oh yeah, Shazier.
They're still parading Shazier around like some fucking hero for almost fucking dying on a football field.
Because he led head first Chuck Cecil style.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Let's not celebrate that, folks.
Let's not celebrate that. So.
Yeah, and Shazier needs to stop entertaining that delusion that he's going to play again, because, you know, the Lord sent you a message, bud. Stay in the booth.
So, all right, let me do this one next. Let me do this one now.
Okay.
All right, Chicago.
Doink.
Yeah, they played their first game at home against the rival Packers, and the offense was about as effective as a condom that's been through 10 wash and dry cycles.
Doink.
Trubisky is useless in throwing beyond 5 yards, and Matt Nagy's play calling was trash.
Doink.
Expect a full season of watching this anemic offense.
Doink.
I think Matt Nagy's brain is broken at this point, and I have to wonder why.
Doink.
He made the team watch the film of the playoff loss against the Eagles after every practice during camp this year, but only the missed kick at the end.
Doink.
That doesn't
Doink.
that doesn't sound like someone with a healthy mental disposition.
Doink.
I hope your defense morphs into the 85 Bears defense, because y'all ain't scoring shit for points this season.
Doink.
Remind me how much they gave up to get Trubisky in the draft.
Doink.
I believe Watson, who was a champion at that time, was still available.
Doink.
Oh, I wonder why they didn't select the black guy.
Doink.
Hey, Brandon, just
Hey, we love you, Brandon,
love you,
but
bro. But
your team,
your coach is
not exactly.
your coach is a weirdo.
and your offense is anemic.
Pretty bad.
God,
Pretty bad.
they should have crushed the Packers on Thursday.
Yeah, they didn't. They let us all down. They let America down.
Yeah, they did.
They really let smarmy ass Aaron Rodgers go into Chicago and win a game after throwing like one touchdown pass.
Yeah, and getting sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
They got 5 sacks on Aaron Rodgers, and they
Which
still
normally gets you a win.
yeah, I eliminated him to 1 touchdown and just barely 200 yards.
How many points they score?
10.
They scored 10?
The Pack
No, the Bears only scored 3.
3. Yeah.
3 points. Anyway, on to the Vikings.
Oh hey,
You want to talk about these dorks?
hey, you know what? Kirk Cousins is still your QB, and we refer to him as Kirk now
Yeah.
because he is not in Washington.
Right, so his name's not Kurt anymore.
He's still making a ton of money, guaranteed.
Oh.
Your fan base still consists of overtly racist assholes who travel poorly and whine while they do it. I expect this team to disappoint like a son who chooses a career in unicycles because that's what they do. Your entire history is filled with gut-wrenching losses, and this year will prove to be no different. Next!
Green Bay, petty, salary-obliterating quarterback savant A.A. Ron is still here, but now there isn't any beef to drag down his brilliance. They also decided to spend a bunch of money in free agency, which is something they aren't very good at since this is the first time they've ever done it. This team will probably win this shitty division since the other 3 teams can never get out of their own way. And I'm sure Rodgers will be there, giving his coach a wet willy in a press conference as he takes all the credit. I hope it's fucking late.
Yeah, by the way, if I might add, another case of somebody was in the room when the pocket pussy was being passed around.
He was in the next room listening.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, the worst part about it is this guy was Tennessee's offensive coordinator last season.
Not known for scoring points.
No. I
Not
mean,
known for scoring points.
like they expect him to do what now?
I
Like
don't know.
just get out of Aaron Rodgers' way? I
mean, really, at this point.
I mean, because all he really did towards the second half of the season and why Tennessee almost made the playoffs last year, hand the ball to Derrick Henry, and the rest of it will take care of itself.
That guy's pretty good.
Well, yeah, but Mariota was expected to be the savior of that franchise, and no, Mariota sucks.
Winston was supposed to be the savior of Tampa.
Huh. Ha.
Vinny Testaverde was supposed to save the Jets.
Vinny Testaverde was supposed to save the Bucks in 1986.
Is that who picked him first?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I think his son is in the draft this next year coming up.
Vinny Testaverde did play into his mid-40s.
He played a long time.
Yeah, he was Tom Brady's backup at one point.
He was.
All
right, moving on to
Detroit. Yeah, speaking of Patriot leftovers.
Yeah.
This team is led by sentient, bearded, angry potato Matt Patricia, who looks like a litter bag of smashed assholes, but will demand that reporters sit up straight during the press conference he was undoubtedly late for, while rocking a number 2 pencil, number 2 for branding.
Number 2.
Because he's shit.
Shit.
His QB is perpetual disappointment, Matt Stafford, and his running backs are... I have no idea.
Is anyone else
I think it's Kerryon Johnson.
Is that a thing?
The shell of Theo Riddick.
Wait, what? Is he still in the league?
Yeah.
Is Reggie Bush still there?
No.
Oh.
And your defense is led by
I don't know.
Quandre Diggs, I think.
Who's the Diggs? Wait, is he related to Stephon Diggs?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Yes, she is.
If you know who their starters are without having to Google them, email us at dirtjuggler2823@gmail.com.
I mean, they used to have Golden Tate.
He's not there anymore.
I know very little about this team other than that they live to fail. And, because they're the only NFC team that's never made the Super Bowl.
Yes, they also have one playoff win in the last, 50 years.
And that was in 1991 over...
who?
Dallas.
Nice.
44-6.
Oh.
It was an ass kicking.
Yeah.
And then they went to Washington and got stomped by the
By the eventual Super Bowl champions, right?
The eventual Super Bowl champion Hogs.
Washington team, yes.
Yeah.
Wash team.
I mean, well, let's just get the soundbite in there. Get it ready.
No.
No.
I will not give that team the dignity of having their name bleeped.
All right, fine. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Fuck that team.
All right, so now we're on to the meat and potatoes of today's show.
Meat and potatoes. All right, the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, AFC East. All right, so here's the thing, right? It's the NFL. You can't out loud say you're tanking, right? But you can certainly tank because that's
Trust
what
us.
Miami's doing. They've got a process going here, right? So they traded their tackling leader, their blindside lineman, and their best receiver while pushing the notion that Josh Rosen will at some point will start the season, while also worrying about beard enthusiast and Harvardman Ryan Fitzpatrick making Fitzmagic a thing again this season for about 3 games.
It's a clear sign you're mailing in 2019.
Yeah, not to mention Brian Flores is trying way too hard to be Belichick and coming across looking like a passive-aggressive asshole, which is something they all do at this point. Aforementioned, they traded their best receiver in Stills because he took issue with the NFL's partnership with Jay-Z. So Flores took issue with Stills, who also had an issue with ownership supporting the president. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And so and because Flores is an upstanding gentleman, he decided he was going to blast a playlist consisting of 8 consecutive Jay-Z songs.
Dick.
A week later, Kenny Stills was on his way to Houston along with Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, Laramie Tunsil.
So I'd put money on that.
That was originally supposed to be a trade for Jadeveon Clowney, by the way, but the Dolphins managed to fuck that up.
Yeah, they did. So Flores lost the locker room. I'm pretty sure he has. So here's the thing, right? Sam Hinkie died for our sins. He died for the process, but just to be real, he wasn't there long enough to actually see the process come to fruition.
Yeah, so that's basically what we think that is going to happen to Brian Flores, too. 2 years from now, he's going to be a defensive coordinator somewhere else.
Probably Tennessee. Because they like Patriots leftovers down there.
Oh, no, Detroit.
They also like Patriots leftovers there, too.
Houston. They also like Patriot leftovers there, too.
Denver?
No, they don't.
Was it Kubiak a Patriots guy?
No, Kubiak was Elway's backup.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't. After McDaniel was the head coach in Denver, they hate Patriot leftovers.
Oh, good. That's the smartest thing they've done. The next smartest thing would be firing Elway from his position.
Yeah.
I need me a tall white quarterback.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're out. Speaking of idiots, Sean McDermott is still a fucking idiot. Did you know that?
Buffalo. Talking about Buffalo.
Yeah.
The Bills.
I mean, hey, did you know their racist great value version of Carson Wentz is a better runner than a passer?
Yeah.
Which doesn't bode well long term for Josh Allen.
Does not.
No.
Not okay.
I mean, Andrew Luck ran a lot, and look how that panned out.
I'm going to go with not good.
And if I have to hear about how supposedly good Devin Singletary is one more goddamn time, I'm going to put myself through a flaming table in the parking lot of New Era Field, even though they've banned that practice.
They banned that. I mean, how many broken tailbones were there as a result of that?
I mean, wait, what about third-degree burns?
Oh,
the broken tailbones were the concern?
I mean, no, because they missed the table.
Oh, those dipshits.
Because they missed the table, jumping off the RV wasted.
Oh, man, because you had to be drunk to be at a Bills game.
Yeah, it's cold, shitty, and your chances of winning are pretty slim, so might as well get hammered.
I mean, we get it, though. Devin Singletary was good enough to instill the confidence necessary to cut Shady McCoy, who landed in Kansas City with Andy Reid. So I think he made out better in this equation.
Drafted him.
Yep. But Devin Singletary will be sharing the field with Frank Gore's reanimated corpse to start this season. Sadly, all this will not be enough to keep the Bills fans interested long enough to abstain from throwing dildos onto the field.
So yeah, let's talk about this.
I knew you wanted.
The most entertaining part of any Buffalo game is that there's a potential of a dildo getting thrown onto the field.
I mean, I want to see them vary it up and throw other sex toys on the field.
What's funny is watching the people react to the dildo, like, what do I do with this? And they're like, I guess I'll just kick it. And then, boop.
I want to see one of those massive king dogs with the suction cup at the end.
Damn. You know they're screening for dildos down there now? That's amazing. That's amazing.
I was just like, just throw one of those massive ones that with the suction cup at the end, and hopefully it lands so that it sticks to a player's helmet live on camera.
That would be beautiful.
That would be so funny.
That would be beautiful. Oh man, it'd be some special teamer. No, some scrub bubble guy that now he's famous for like the worst reasons.
Yeah. I had a dildo on my helmet during a live game.
Oh was on TV. It was bad. Joe Buck was calling it.
He's like, it looks like there's a dildo on that guy's helmet.
So Troy Aikman was high, of course. So he's like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, right. What's that, a dildo?
So let's get into the Jets.
Hey, the Jets fired Todd Bowles because why not?
I mean, they subsequently replaced him with resident bug-eyed jackass, Adderall enthusiast,
And Miami sloppy seconds.
Adam Gase, who was supposed to light the world on fire and make Ryan Tannehill a thing. all he really did was light Jay Cutler's Newports and run Tannehill into the ground. And
How you feel about that, Sam Darnold?
I don't know how he feels about it. Let's see. Also, Le'Veon Bell is here for far less money than Pittsburgh offered last year, and Gase was so unhappy about that he managed to get the GM fired.
Yeah, hey, bye-bye Mike McCagnon.
After the draft.
After the draft.
So who really runs this fucking place here? Oh, it's Gase.
Yeah, it's Gase. You know, obviously because Woody Johnson, the original owner,
Isn't he an ambassador somewhere?
he's the ambassador to Ireland. So his son is running the team in his place while he's off being the ambassador.
It's not like he was doing a good job on his own.
Oh, God,
be
no.
real. This is
The
not
only
like
way
on the job off here.
that Woody Johnson stood a chance was getting Brady suspended, and that didn't work out for him.
I mean, you gotta get
He was
it.
the one that was leading the charge for a draconian punishment.
Go for it, man.
Fuck him.
So Gase, C.J. Mosley was also brought in to commiserate with Jamal Adams and the latest D tackle they wasted on the top 5 pick. I forget his name. There's been so many. But seriously, when you have not won a title since before the moon landing, you find a way to get excited about shit like this. Also, was I the only one who thought that the only way a Jet would ever touch Lombardi this season was to bring back Joe Namath for a post-game presentation?
I doubt it. Everyone thinks so.
I just want to kiss you.
I mean, because he was there on the field during the post-game presentation, the trophy in Super Bowl 53.
Broadway Joe had to get himself together after that. You know, right? Like
Oh God, yeah, he
quit
was
drinking.
He was
and shit.
persona non grata.
Like he really was like, fucked
Dude, like
up.
Susie Culber was like, bruh.
Dude, no, come get your mans. Someone
Yeah.
come get your mans.
Somebody come get their grandpa.
Come get your mans. He over here saying shit.
Ah,
So all right,
There's
you roast your boys. Roast your boys.
I look.
Now, full disclosure, Kenny initially wrote this paragraph. I went in behind him and rewrote the paragraph. So Kenny has to read the shit I wrote because no one holds venom like I hold venom for the fucking Patriots.
Because we all know that I love them.
The only
and
team-
even when I try to write Venom, I fail.
The only team I hate more than the Patriots is my own. So let's there's really
Well, that explains all the horseshit eating people.
you gotta wash that hate down somehow. So
Yeah,
let's get in there.
yeah. So, hand job enthusiast Bob Kraft dodged a bullet far better than any of Hernandez's victims by suppressing the release of the tape that shows him getting jerked off by an Asian masseuse. Gronkowski is retired and apparently butted off another brother, which is the only explanation for his rapid weight loss. Okay, Gronk, go get that CBD, brah. You earned it.
Yeah, look at that weed.
Yeah. Michael Bennett has now joined forces with Belichick to rid the world of the scourge that is sleeves. Yeah. And Patrick Chung is out here redefining bump and run coverage.
Nice, because of cocaine. Because of the cocaine.
I'll have a Diet Chung.
That's a felony, isn't it? Like, he had a felony amount.
Yeah, he's indicted on a felony cocaine charge in New Hampshire.
This isn't a possession charge.
He is scheduled to appear in court.
He's got a felony charge. He has a lot of coke for that.
Dude, that's a whole... Dude, he's like... Well...
You have to have a lot of coke for that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's enough for Motley Crue to do a double live album. God damn it!
Nice.
Yeah. So, Patrick Chung could probably end the season on a suspension.
Probably.
Or in jail. I don't know.
Are they going to suspend him?
Well, they're awaiting the results of the legal process, and he's not due in court until November 8th.
Okay, well, moving on to the roast. You have a guy.
Everyone in Patriots Nation is fawning over Gunnar Olszewski like he's the second coming of Edelman just because he barely made the 53-man roster when party-loving fat guy and starting center David Andrews was diagnosed with blood clots in his lungs and placed on season-ending IR.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, like, seriously though, getting back to Gunnar Olszewski. So here's this guy. He was a cornerback at Division II Bemidji State, right?
What? Bemidji?
It's a city in Minnesota.
Bemidji's a place?
Yeah, it is.
Someone went to a place, settled there, and said, "I'm going to name this place Bemidji."
It's Swedish. I don't know.
Is it Swedish though?
There's a lot of Viking people in fucking Minnesota. Okay. Anyway, moving along. So the guy, he gets the invite from Patriots executives. You know, hey, we saw your game tape in college, and we think you'd be a good fit here. We would like you to invite you to, try and make the roster. You know what he says? Oh, sorry, I can't until I finish my contract out digging ditches.
Nice.
So he is going to honor the contract, and then he comes out. He plays wide receiver, cornerback, special teams. He does everything. He's basically a Swiss Army receiver.
Is he a white guy?
Yeah, he is.
You're going to love him in New England.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, we raved about Braxton Berrios, and then Braxton Berrios got cut, and he's now on the Jets practice squad. So,
A shovel-toting white guy? Oh, they're going to love his ass.
I know,
It's
I
like
know.
Sully from Southie. All right.
But, yeah. So, and because of David Andrews being put on season-ending IR, they had to pick up 3 random offensive linemen from the Mansfield, Massachusetts Home Depot.
Nice.
So the problem is with that offensive line coaching legend Dante Scarnecchia will inexplicably turn all 3 into all-pros by October.
Yeah, they're going to want more money.
Yeah, I'm sure creative orphans and kittens will be sacrificed again this year, which will lead to some team inexplicably shitting their brains out during the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl, gifting them their 7th win, which is exactly what this country deserves, because global warming can't get here fast enough. Although, we keep repeating this. The Patriots don't do well in Miami. And we've already established that the Dolphins are tanking. So that means that they're going to win in September, which means that their annual loss in Miami is going to happen in the Super Bowl, you son of a bitch. No, I do not consent to this.
All right,
do not.
So keeping with tradition, I'm going to need you to do the Giants so that I can roast my Eagles.
All right, fine. Well, who doesn't love...
You should have, they've got...
I have plenty of venom for them.
They have gotten you twice in the
They've
big game.
stolen 2 of Brady's rings,
You guys have let
you.
Eli Manning derp his way into the Hall of Fame.
They stole an undefeated season from us.
You let Eli Manning derp into the Hall of Fame.
God damn it. No. The referee they didn't call in the grasp on the helmet catch.
Derp.
Yeah. So this team took Eli Manning stunt double Daniel Jones, number 6 overall in this year's draft. They let a lot of talent leave the team, too, including the only reason that Manning was even remotely a thing for the last few years. That guy, his name was Odell Beckham Jr., by the way. So, they signed him to a 5-year extension. We're not trading him. 1 year later, what happened, Dirt?
9 months later, he was traded to Cleveland.
Let's see. Yes. Dave Gettleman's an asshat, and we've said this before. He makes fun of successful, talented people while being neither of those things himself. Like, you have to be a success to clown success, okay? Fuck's sake.
He's such a fucking pompous
dick.
It's like,
shut the fuck up.
He's such a dick.
What a jackass.
He really is a fucking piece of shit.
Jeez, just go fucking banish yourself to the Phantom Zone, you dumb shit. Seriously. The Mara family is quietly one of the shittier families to own an NFL franchise. And also the granddaughter of the owner starred in that shitty Fantastic Four remake.
No.
So, Kate Mara, you're a gorgeous young lady, but you're a terrible actress, and we see where you get it from.
Yeah.
Yeah, your defense is made up of tissue paper and red Solo cups. Your offensive line consists of overpaid traffic cones, and both of your QBs are about as mobile as a cinder block. But hey, you have Saquon Barkley to run into the dirt with 500 touches a year, so that's nice.
All right. So, WAS team.
Wait a minute. Which one do you want here of the 2? Because I know you're going to do Philly.
No, I'm doing WAS team. You do...
You don't want to do Dallas.
No, because I need to do Philly.
You need... All right.
I will let you do Dallas. I believe enough virtual...
Hey, that's going to piss my family off.
All the better.
All right.
So, all-pro tackle Trent Williams has vowed to never play for this team ever again, and so far he's been effective in holding out and keeping his word, so good for him.
I hope he gets traded to New England.
He won't.
Shut up.
WAS team knew this pretty early in the offseason and made no efforts to trade him when they had some leverage, which is the most Washington thing they could do. They also have Eric Flowers starting at left guard next to whoever is filling in for Williams at left tackle, so good things are going to happen for them there. They also have Case Keenum as their starting quarterback because they rushed Colt McCoy back too soon and he suffered an injury setback. And Alex Smith, who may never play football again, is still absorbing a ton of cap space.
What? They're not starting Dwayne Haskins?
No.
Wow.
No, not ready yet. Honestly, I don't really have to get creative with making fun of this rolling calamity of a franchise. All I have to do is list the things they've actually done, and those things will roast them enough.
I mean, seriously, they ran Kirk Cousins out of town.
Dude, after franchising him twice.
Yeah.
A lot of guaranteed money there.
A lot of guaranteed.
So yes, I'm gonna let you do Dallas, bro, because
wow,
I believe you can shit on Dallas.
I mean, I seriously, I feel honored that you would allow me the privilege of shitting on Dallas. As I know that the tears of Dallas Cowboy fans are like, what?
Oh, they sustain me. They're like
The
ice cold
sweet lemonade.
Ice cold lemonade on a hot summer's day.
Better than this White Claw. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into that. So, the Cowboys, they gave pending federal case Ezekiel Elliott a ton of money. And they still haven't paid Dakota Prescott, who wants all the money. Did you know that dumbass asked for $40 million a year?
That's what the reports say.
Yeah. Or Amari Cooper, who also wants a bunch of money, but he's good enough, you know. And everyone was fawning over Stephen Jones taking the reins from his daddy to steer his team in the right direction, but he's just a younger version of his daddy. Not to mention that his Crypt Keeper daddy hasn't gone anywhere yet because wherever there's a camera, there's Jerry Jones to jump in front of it. Hey, he'll probably get his ghost to focus all the cameras on his corpse during his funeral, no matter who's speaking. I hope Jerry Jones outlives his sons. I hope he has a Lazarus chamber under AT&T Stadium.
Let's hope he lives forever. Hope him and Dan Snyder literally never die.
And let's just hope that their Stars and Scrubs approach fails miserably. You know that, right? That's their approach, right?
Stars and Scrubs?
Oh, yeah. Pay a bunch of stars, but then fill around the team with scrubs. It worked for the Miami Heat, not the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, 5 men versus...
And
52.
finally...
The Eagles. Papier-mâché sculpture Carson Wentz is the undisputed starter this season after Nick and his giant dick have been
I believe you
off.
called it an albino eggplant.
Albino eggplant, yes. Have been shipped off to Jacksonville. The backups are Josh McCown and Nate Sudfeld, which do not instill a lot of confidence with Wentz inevitably goes down with a rupture of a body part that has not been discovered yet. They also might have pissed off Jordan Howard when it was reported they tried to trade him for Melvin Gordon, which should make for an interesting season if things don't go well. This shit-eating fan base is already publicly masturbating at the thought of another Super Bowl appearance and win, because of course they are. And I hope some of these people get fisted by the Rocky statue.
Dude, seriously, I mean, if it's Eagles-Pats again in the Super Bowl, fuck you. Right now.
You know what? All right, so we already decided that if that happens, I got to watch it at your house.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But fuck you.
Nah, I mean,
seriously, because you know you're going to win.
I hope so.
It's in Miami.
Doug Peterson
It's in Miami.
does have the recipe to beat
And
the
it's in Miami. You know it's gonna be a win for the Eagles, and
So now we're gonna do the week 1 predictions. We already had a Thursday night game between the Bears.
You want to recap?
Hold on. Thursday night snooze fest between the Bears and the Packers in Chicago, where you watch Mitch Trubisky do his best to imitate Mannequin. He's not a very good quarterback at this point.
Oh my
He
God.
should have made the jump. He couldn't complete a pass further than 5 yards for the most
Did
of the
you
night.
hear the Bears fans just
They were
booing the
They were
shit
booing
out of them?
viciously the third quarter, and they deserve to, because 3 points out of that offense is you got 2 stud running backs, you got a good receiver in AR, well now 12.
Yeah.
And so there's no reason that you should have called only 14 running plays to 46 pass plays.
Yeah, and then on that, and when they finally get in the red zone, actually, what was it, 1st and goal, with about 50 seconds left, and they're like, Mitch Trubisky is looking at his receiver the entire way.
Yeah.
Like, what a dead giveaway. You had your tight end open on the goal line, by the way, if you had bothered to look the other way.
That means
Go
that-
through your progressions.
Yeah, he should be better than this, but he's not. So either
It
way,
was fucking boring otherwise.
all right, Kenny. Listen, all right. This is what the rest of us experienced
Oh, I
during
agree.
that Super Bowl.
I know.
It was a shitty game, and the team that no one wanted to win except for like your fans won. Like there was no one rooting for the Patriots outside of New England, outside of like their direct fan base. There was no like, I have no skin in the game. I want to see New England. No, there was none of that. Everybody wanted to see the Rams win. McVay went in there and shit his brains out, and this is what happened. So same thing with Chicago, except Nagy, his brain broke net.
Derp.
The Parky.
You said it so many times you can't say it anymore? You're double doink.
Who said kicking? Dude, Gridiron Heights fucking roasted. It was so nice.
Okay, so
Tennessee at Cleveland.
wow.
So I have the Brownies taking this one 23-13. I don't think Tennessee has the offensive firepower to keep up with what really is a good looking offense from Cleveland with Baker Mayfield at quarterback. They look good without the talent they brought in.
Yeah.
With Baker Mayfield. Now, I do respect Tennessee's defense, but Cleveland's defense, in my opinion, is more dominant against that Titans offense. The Titans offense doesn't score a lot of points.
Not hard with Marcus Mariota.
He's
put 10 guys in the box and dare Mariota to beat you.
Yeah, well, I have him 23-13 Cleveland.
I had 17-7 Cleveland.
All right, cool beans.
Because I think it's going to be a sludge.
Yeah, okay. All right, so the next game is Kansas City at Jacksonville.
This is going to be a fun one.
All right, so here's the deal, right? We don't exactly know what Jacksonville looks like with Nick Foles at the helm. We're no longer in roast mode, right? So we're actually like giving honest assessments here. I don't know what Jacksonville looks like. I don't know what Leonard Fournette looks like. I don't know what the identity. All I know is the defense is looking like they're going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the loss of Telvin Smith, I mean, the Jacksonville defense returns relatively intact.
However, Pat motherfucking Mahomes.
Dude.
Right, so I think that they actually stymie the Chiefs enough to hold them to only 23 points. But I don't have faith that the Jacksonville staff will utilize Nick Foles effectively to get more than 17 points. So I have it 23-17 in favor of Kansas City.
See, my thing here is, I think that Mahomes is going to get his. That the defense will hold him to field goals a few times.
Yeah.
To keep the Jags in this.
Yeah.
It's a matter of convincing Leonard Fournette to give a shit.
Oh, he's going to care. He's got a better quarterback that's not going to ruin things for him. Nick Foles is a good leader. He really is. And remember, they were not doing well last year. Bortles inexplicably was still in there. Yeah. So I can kind of see how you would check out.
I know. And not only that, but, Nick Foles will just smack him upside the head with his dick.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, what would you have this score at?
30-20 Kansas City.
All right. So Atlanta at Minnesota. I have Minnesota taking this one 21-13 because I simply don't trust Atlanta with anything ever. Julio Jones may very well sit out this game because he's hurt and he wants a new contract. So they may not have their best offensive weapon ever in Julio Jones. So I don't think they do. I think Julio Jones going out is better long term if they get rid of him, not because he's a bad player, just because they depend on him too much. But it's not going to do well for them this game. I think that there's going to be enough offense. Remember, they got Dalvin Cook back in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins isn't a terrible quarterback. He's not terrible, and they do still have weapons around him. So, and they're at home in Minnesota. So 21-13 Minnesota.
See, and I disagree with you. I'm going to go 28-24 Atlanta.
All right, cool.
I think they got the weapons to do it, and I mean it's a crapshoot for me because these are two teams that are known for choking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're into it?
Yeah. I mean, they're autoerotic asphyxiation enthusiasts. 28-3.
All right. All right. So Buffalo at the Jets. I got the Jets taking this one 10-21. I think Sam Darnold is better than Josh Allen as a quarterback. I think Le'Veon Bell is going to prove his worth in this game against what is a above mediocre Buffalo defense. I just don't think Buffalo's got the offense to put up more than 10 points in this game. So I'm going to say, and they're not in Buffalo. No. They're in New York. They're in the swamp. So I got the Jets taking this one 21-10. One of those touchdowns will be a pick six, though.
Yeah, Jamal Adams is pretty good. But by the same token, these two teams are both drafted a quarterback in the top 10 in 2018.
One is clearly better than the other, though.
Yeah. But I don't see how either team establishes enough of an advantage, and they tie 14-14.
Wow. Okay. Baltimore at Miami. I have Miami's tanking. I have Baltimore taking this one 24-6. So 24-6 Ratbirds for me.
Yeah. I mean, Miami might roll in an M1 Abrams during this game just to kind of beat us over the head with the
whole I'm tanking thing.
Yeah. I got the Ravens pitching a shutout, 30-0.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
because Miami sucks. Next.
Washington at Philly. I have this. This is going to be a fucking bloodbath. I'm not even going to lie, right? The Eagles' roster is absolutely fucking stacked, and it's probably got the best depth in the entire league. From across all their major their offensive line, defensive line, receiving core, running back room, fucking stacked. With the exception of Carson Wentz himself, right? Yeah. So Carson Wentz can play his entire game. This is a bloodbath to the tune of 35-10, and they get their points in garbage time. Eagles. Washington's receiving core is trash. They've got a decent running game, but half of their offensive line is replacement players. Their linebacker core is good. Their defensive line is good, but the Eagles have the best offensive line in football, blah, 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 blah. The matchup doesn't favor Washington at all at all. So unless the Eagles go out there and shit their brain and lay an egg, this is going to be terrible. It's not going to be a close game. I don't think Case Keenum's got the firepower to keep this game close.
No.
Not considering that they have to have a run-focused game. I don't see it happening.
No, and I agree with you, but I also worry about the reintegration of Carson Wentz. So I'm going to go a little bit more conservative on the score estimate. I'm going to say 24-10 Eagles.
So you have Arcega-Whiteside, who's a younger version of Alshon Jeffrey. Deshaun Jackson is back and has not lost a step. You have he's not Saquon Barkley,
Jordan Howard,
but you have Jordan Howard, and then you have Miles Sanders.
I know.
They're a stacked ass team.
I know.
Honestly, if the defensive line for Washington can become dominant, which I don't believe they can against this offense.
Yeah, I mean, everybody shits on the defense for the Skins, but
they're a good defense.
They are.
They
are a good defense.
Their front seven's good. Not back end.
No.
Their safeties, all they have is strong safeties. So they're shitty in coverage.
No, I understand that, and that's why I'm kind of like tempering it because this is a working out the kinks kind of game.
They just don't have the talent, man.
I know
they don't have, and Keenum is not good under pressure, and his whole left side is weak.
Yeah,
that back side of the offensive line is weak as fuck, and the Eagles have a tremendous fucking pass rush team. I mean, their defensive line rotation is tremendous.
Yeah.
By midway through the third quarter, Case Keenum's going to be looking out of his fucking ear hole.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
It's just that their teams are built under two different philosophies, and injuries and all the other things make this a pretty ugly game. And it's in Philly.
Yeah. And, I mean, like, how many games into the season before Jay Gruden gets fired?
Oh, he'll finish the season.
He will?
Yeah. He'll do just enough to save his skin because of the circumstance. He should get fired. I don't think he gets fired, though.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. At least not to the end of the season.
All right. Speaking of frauds, it's the Rams and Panthers.
I have this going 35-20 Rams because I don't know who the Panthers are this year. Cam Newton's coming off. It's still what's Cam Newton? I mean, he was hobbled in preseason.
He's a strong, independent woman who Newtony no man.
His outfits are ridiculous, but
he's church on.
He did have an injury in the preseason, ankle injury.
Yes, he did.
I don't know how good his shoulder is going to be. At the same, and I don't know if Riverboat Ron has watched enough game tape of the Chicago and New England game to figure out that the best way to beat the Rams is to simply not line up on defense until the play clock hits 14.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I don't know how Riverboat Ron keeps escaping, termination.
Yeah,
it's pretty baffling to me. But by the same token, I just think that maybe you're going to see a little bit of regression from the Rams. They're not going to be as dominant of an offense this season. I think it starts here. But I've got the Rams winning this 23-16.
Fair. Indianapolis at the Chargers at the StubHub Center. I have the 30-10 in favor of the Chargers. Jacoby Brissett is going to be starting for the Colts. In a much improved roster, the Chargers are one of those teams that was really overpowering last year.
Yeah.
But really couldn't do it in the stretch because Chargers. So Marmalade's going to hand it to them.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think they get a couple of pick sixes here. And then Brian Hoyer gets a little playing time in garbage time. Newly acquired former Patriot. Hey, let's stock up on Patriots backup quarterback, says Indianapolis.
Hoyer's a solid backup, though.
Yeah, he is. And hey, he was the guy who made it so easy for the Patriots to defend the Rams in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I'm not shitting on them too much here, but I mean, it's just there's a little too much here for the Colts to overcome.
I mean, now could go up. Frank Reich is a hell of a coach right now, so he could coach them into this game.
Hey, he could. You're right.
I just don't. If the Chargers did win their first round to play, they won the wild card round, so they can be innovative at times. And Phillip Rivers is a thing. Mm-hmm. Now Melvin Gordon holding out, I don't know how much that affects them, but they still have some pretty good talent on the offensive side.
Well, I mean, let's face it though, the fact that the Chargers won that playoff game was more due to the fact that they forced 3 fumbles on Lamar Jackson and 8 touches.
They stacked the box with DBs.
Yeah, they did.
And dared them to throw.
Yeah, they did.
Which
That's the blueprint, but yeah.
Yeah,
But, I mean, the
didn't work.
Chargers, hey,
Didn't work in the next game, but it certainly worked that game.
they got blown the fuck out.
Yes, one does.
44-10, though. I got the Chargers winning this.
So, all right, yeah, mine is 30-10. So, no, the 10 points for the Colts for both of us. All right, so the Giants versus the Giants at Dallas.
How about them Cowboys?
Actually, so the Cowboys are not a bad team, right? Their starting lineup is solid as fuck. The Giants are a bad team, but we tend to play each other pretty closely in the division, with the exception of the occasional blowout. 20-17 in favor of the Cowboys. I fucking hate to say it, but I just don't think Washington that the Giants have enough firepower to do much of anything. They don't. Even an out of shape Ezekiel Elliott is too much for this defense to handle.
Yeah, I got the boys taking this one 31-17.
31, huh?
Yeah.
All right. San Francisco at Tampa. I have Santa Clara winning 17-14 because they don't play in San Francisco anymore.
No, they were in and I doubt that the stadium's actually in Tampa. I think it's in St. Pete, isn't it?
No, it's in Tampa.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I think it's in
Yeah. Well, hey, first game back for Jimmy Garoppolo from a torn ACL.
Yeah.
I got 28-17 Niners.
Preseason was rough for Garoppolo. People were making a big deal about preseason. I throw a fucking pick. Like, preseason is when you experiment with shit.
Exactly.
It means nothing.
I mean, the preseason means so much that the 2008 Lions went undefeated.
Yeah, the 2008 Lions won all 4 of the preseason games and
did not win a regular season game.
Did lose all 16 regular season games in spectacular.
So there's your fucking meaning there.
Yeah,
so shut the fuck up.
Detroit at Arizona.
Wow, nice segue.
There are no winners here. Anyone who watches this game is damned to watch this game. But all right, so if I have to pick a score, how about 21-3? How does that sound? And yes,
I mean, this game gives me a severe case of who gives a fuck.
Kyler Murray will have at least
Kyler Murray won't be able to see over his own offensive line.
He will have at least one pass returned or fumble returned. There will be a turnover return for a touchdown.
Kyler Murray will be like, damn, I should have played baseball.
Yeah,
Arizona is going to lose this game 17-10.
Darren Sproles, quarterback may not be the position. We'll see how he does, though. I just don't think he's ready. I think Arizona's a trash can fire. Their roster wouldn't be good. They're just not a good team.
No, I mean we've covered earlier in the other Why Our Division Sucks show.
Yeah.
About what we thought about Arizona and how stupid they are.
Yeah. So all right, Cincinnati at Seattle.
Bloodbath.
13-24 in favor of the Ospreys. That's what I have this game on.
You love it when I do that. I know.
It's always catches me off guard. Yeah, but 24-13. I'm sorry, 24-13.
I have the Hawks as well, but because my feelings with Zach Taylor being voiced earlier in the show, I originally called this 86-0, but then
I was like, come on, dude.
And I was like, it's supposed to be a shitty take.
But no, it's not.
Yeah, but so I've got the Hawks winning this 38-13.
Which is a solid score.
The 12s are too much.
The 12s, fuck the 12s. Either way. Pittsburgh at New England. All right.
Hey, all right. So the Steelers get to watch us raise another banner.
All right. So I'm
six.
gonna say that the Pats win this one by 2 to the tune of 24-26. Just like we said, Juju Smith-Schuster is a damn good receiver, but there's not a whole lot behind him.
And Belichick is the master of taking away what you do best.
Also, there's a thing between these two teams right now.
Yeah.
And the Steelers can't seem to get over the hump, and at this point, it may if the Steelers
they
win
beat
this
us
game,
last year.
But not when it counts. Like, you got to remember that, what was it, the year before last, where they couldn't beat Jacksonville to even get the revenge game after the Jesse James thing. So like, there's some history there, and I think they get tunnel vision when it comes to the Pats. We'll see what they do. I think it's going to be close, but I have the Patriots winning this one. It is at the Razor, so yeah. I haven't taken this one by 24-26 in favor of the Pats.
Yeah, I think this won't be as lopsided as my voice may make it sound, but I like the Pats to win this one 30-21. They're gonna integrate all the new parts, like the Demaryius Thomases and the Josh Gordons of the world. It's patently unfair that we still have Josh Gordon's services available.
Yeah,
I agree with people like say, dude, this guy is fucked up so much. He should be on a lifetime suspension.
He should be on a lifetime. I mean, here's the thing, right? I want to see the dude
I want to see him succeed
in life.
Yes.
I don't want to see him fail in life, but he has not done a lot. Actually, you know what? He's
trying.
He's trying.
But by the rules of the collective bargaining agreement, he should be
He
gone.
should be banished to the shadow realm as far as the NFL's concerned.
Oh, yeah, I know. And that's why I'm just like, okay, hey, we got Josh Gordon.
I don't know
We also
how.
have the deepest running back core we've had in the last 15 seasons.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys pulled that shit off.
I don't know either, but hey, Sony Michel's a beast.
Fair. All right. Houston at New Orleans.
All right, so racist versus gay conversion therapy proponents.
Drew Brees did not make it good. For those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, apparently Drew Brees appeared in a commercial or something.
Yeah, for the Focus on the Family group.
Right, but that group also supports like conversion therapy
As a thing.
So that's basically when you take your gay relative and you torture the fuck out of them in the name of Jesus.
Yeah,
which,
because, you know, Mike Pence is on board with it.
Yeah, that fans didn't react well to that. And Breeze is a really corny ass dude, so he fucking probably didn't know.
No,
either way, it's not a good look for him as it stands right now.
He was just advocating for bringing your Bible to school day.
Yeah, so it's
church and school don't.
It's whatever, man. Either way, whatever. I have the Saints taking this one 35-28. The Saints are still a hell of a team.
Saints are still a hell of a team. Probably the favorite to win the NFC. I also, in my mind at least, I know you will object because you feel pretty good about your Eagles.
I do.
And I think that the Saints are going to have a fun shootout with the Texans, who also have a pretty good quarterback. 33-24.
Okay.
And Denver and Oakland. Yay. So somebody has to win this game.
Unfortunately, yes. So I have the Broncos winning this one 9-14. The Antonio Brown saga takes too much out. I think they're just not a good team. They won't be a good team for the next decade. And as much as I shit on Joe Flacco for not being elite, he's not elite, but he's not bad. And I've never said he was a bad quarterback. I think that Flacco is going to do enough to keep this game fairly close in the win.
I mean, Joe Flacco is part of that AFC North tradition of mediocre quarterbacks.
He really is.
He really is.
He really is.
He was a high-end game manager who got hot at the right time and cashed in.
He played lights out in that one run, and he got paid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he got paid. And he kind of didn't after that, and that's why he's in Denver now. That's why they drafted Lamar Jackson. You have to be bad for them to say.
They just wanted to change, man. The fans have been calling for Flacco's demise for a while.
I know, but to be replaced by Lamar fucking Jackson.
He's you know what? They were able to get him on a 32nd pick in the trade, right?
With the Eagles.
He was a steal, and they figured they could. He wasn't bad at Louisville. They figured he's a good project, so why not? If you have an opportunity to take a good quarterback, go for it.
Yeah, but anyway, so Flacco's in Denver now as a result.
Yeah,
and I got the Broncos winning this 6-3. Field goals.
So yeah,
an early bedtime for me.
Not a high-scoring affair in this game. I don't see this being a high. If Joe Flacco gets his typical pass interference calls he manages to conjure up, then maybe. But I think they'll move the ball enough to win, but they're not going to. They're not going to be statistically a dominant team.
I mean, what was ESPN thinking scheduling this as the second game of their Monday night doubleheader?
Well, here's the thing, right? You have the Antonio Brown thing. From a scheduling perspective, it doesn't look bad until the last 2 weeks happens.
Yeah.
In which case, the schedule is pretty much set. So
yeah, I know, but still, I mean, it's like, ugh.
Plus, you have Richie Incognito. You have that petri dish that's Oakland. You have Richie Incognito and Vontaze Burfict. So someone's bound to get stabbed.
Ha! Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why not?
Okay, maybe,
Yeah.
Hard Knocks live on Monday Night Football.
Hard Knocks.
But nobody on the East Coast is staying up for this game.
No, I'm not.
I'm not either.
Fuck that game.
I'll be in bed by the end of the Houston-New Orleans game.
Yeah. So, all right, let's do the shitty beer of the week. Greetings, I'm Dirk Diggler of the Philadelphia Diglays.
And I'm Kenneth Dorksworth of the Connecticut Dorksworth.
And we are here to give you Dirk Diggler's shitty game time beer of the week.
Although it's really not a beer.
Not really beer. All right, so I'm not going to lie. We've been drinking these all day. But we're going to do a live fucking take real quick with these things. I got a Ruby Grapefruit White Claw Hard Seltzer. I've heard there's
we've been hearing about this shit all summer.
No laws with White Claws. So let's
brawless, lawless, and clawless.
Let's try this fucking swill.
Well, if you're trying to watch your waistline, I guess you could chug these.
It's
Your man card is gonna get punked.
No, it burps well. I'm not gonna lie, it burps exceptionally well.
Oh yeah,
it belches extremely well.
it's just the optics of
It's not
I'm
even-
drinking White Claw.
You know what the most masculine thing is? Not giving a fuck about
Yeah.
what other people think.
That's true. Although when I bought these this afternoon,
Did you get a funny look from the guy behind the counter?
and I was like, dude, I feel like I lost a bet.
What you got to do is you tell them it's for my shitty sports show because they know about the show.
It's damn it! Ah!
They know about the show. I told them, I'm like, what's the name of your show? Dirt Diggler.
Oh no, it wasn't the
show.
usual guy.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was the kid with the bandana and the goatee.
You probably could have told him. The younger guys know. Either
Yeah.
way,
I felt better when I saw that I was not the only young man buying White Claw.
you consider yourself a young man.
Hey, I'm younger than most men my age. I don't have gray hair.
Younger than most men my age. That's funny.
I look good for my age. Damn
Did
it!
your parents have any kids that survived?
I
yes.
bet they regret that.
They regret that. Yes. No. So it's
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
So the White Claw, it's not all right. It's not the worst thing ever. Like we've had worse beers. Ice House, for instance, made me hate my life immediately upon drinking it. White Claw is tolerable.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing, you want to change the pace from a beer, and you're a trend follower, then yes, White Claw is not going to do you wrong. I would advise against overconsumption, though, because
These things will sneak up.
something tells me that the headache you get with these is fucking monumental.
Oh yeah,
So-
it is.
so-
It definitely is.
Is it game worthy? Yes. You could, because they are seltzer, they don't have a strong flavor profile. You could consume these ad nauseum and not really have to think about what you're drinking. You just could just drink them. So yes, it's a game time beer. Is it a beer I would drink during the game? No, because I would never drink this garbage if not for this fucking show.
Ah,
But for those of you who like this kind of shit, then yeah, man, go for it. Now, you know, I'm not bringing it to the party, but I mean, if you do, you're more than welcome to have it there.
bruh.
So, how do you feel about it?
I mean, this feels like canned children's tears.
Children's tears.
Yeah, you know,
Are they
like it's
orphans?
just they're a little bit
Are
saltier.
they orphans?
Yeah, a little bit.
Orphan tears. Nice.
Yeah, and it's like it's lightly flavored with fruit.
Fruit. It's got more flavor than a LaCroix.
It definitely does.
It does have more flavor than a LaCroix. It doesn't taste like TV static. It has more than a whisper of fruit in it. Yes.
Oh wait, and by the way, before we get to our shitty hot takes,
We
really
got
quick.
Some breaking news with the Raiders again.
No, Falcons
Falcons. What? Oh,
record extension for Julio Jones.
looks like Julio Jones is going to be appearing week 1. Doesn't change my fucking projection though.
Okay,
Nope. Doesn't change.
doesn't change mine either. I still
because you
got
still got a boo boo.
so yeah a
What's the numbers on that?
3-year, $66 million, $64 million due at signing.
Fuck.
Yeah, he had 2 years and almost $21 million on his contract.
God damn.
This deal makes Jones the highest paid wide receiver in terms of guaranteed money.
God damn it.
So $64 million is due at signing.
You know, I wonder. He's worth it. They're just never going to win because you know,
No, they're not. I mean, but wow.
Good for him.
Hey,
Good for him.
hey, good for you, Julio, for getting
Good
paid.
for you for getting your fucking.
A lot of guys, you know, I'm on board with these, you know, good for you for getting paid kind of things, you
Yeah,
know.
good for you, man. Every
Like,
team's
hey.
not going to be able to get more
Hey,
talent.
like good for Kemba Walker.
Yeah, good for them. But all right, so you ready for the next thing?
Sure.
You know what it is? It's the first one of the It's the first one of the football season.
And it's influenced by today.
Yes, definitely influenced by today. So,
Holy super shitty indefensible hot takes, Diggler. What are we gonna do now?
Johnny Dork to the Take Mobile. Okay, hold on. I guess I just gotta get this started. Hold on. It takes a minute. It's kind of old. All right.
Really?
All right. I think. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. All right. Our shitty hot take of the week. Antonio Brown will donate his brain to CTE research this season and still make the Pro Bowl.
Wait a minute, don't you have to be dead to do that?
Not Antonio Brown. He does.
Ah.
Yeah, they're gonna remove that brain.
He's a real ass person.
Yeah, look. They're gonna remove that brain. It's gonna be like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
Shit, man, that is pretty shitty.
That's a really shitty take.
Hey. So, now that I'm looking on ESPN for updates about Antonio Brown, speaking of, there will be no reports of how much Belichick and Brady hate each other this season. And you know what? Brady's going to retire this season, regardless of how it turns out for the Pats.
I mean, from your perspective, that's shitty. But I'm all
Because
for
we
it.
all know Brady's committed to playing until he's 45.
Well, he said as much, but you know what? All it takes is one shot, and we're all done.
I know. And he just did put his house on the market for $39.5 million. And I, for one, would not give him a penny over 35.
I mean, you gotta stand your ground, man. You got standards.
And we're not in Florida. Stop with the stand your ground.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow. Wow.
What a shitty end to a shitty sports show.
That just fucking happened, ladies and gentlemen.
It did.
fucking happened.
I've been drinking White Claw. What do you want?
No laws with White Claw, buddy. So, all right, that's
Except
the
DUI laws.
Oh my God, yeah. So that's the show, right? So as usual, and I hope we get some feedback. But if you want to send us some poorly worded hate mail, send it to dirtdiggler2823@gmail.com.
Well, I know
you
I'm
can
getting
find
the
us
hate
find us on Facebook. Search for Dirt Diggler Shitty Sports Show. Also, we're on YouTube. Dirt Diggler Shitty Sports Show is spelled how it sounds. Look us up, get our content. Of course, Mixcloud. Share our links out. Subscribe to the channel, right? Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Right, so that way when we release content, you get the update, and you're like first in line to hear our fucking illustrious takes and shit. And we would honestly love it. Now, here's the thing, right? YouTube, they demonetize your videos for like all kinds of shit. So I'm fairly certain that the language we use on a weekly basis would demonetize us anyway. So it's not like I'm making a bunch of money. However,
Okay.
it would be great just to have the followers, the listening-ship. So
Yes.
if you listen, even some just a little bit every once in a while, if you let other folks around you know that you listen to this fucking show, maybe they'll love it, and we can get some listeners on here. But we would love it, some extra support. And if you want to be involved in the show, hit us up on dirtdiggler2823@gmail.com or on Facebook, like I said, and we'll talk about maybe remoting you in.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll see. So you got anything, Dork?
Hey, not really. I mean, I know I'm going to get a ton of hate mail for my comments about the Ravens.
You should.
Hey.
I'm expecting it.
Well, you know what, though? Fuck it. I spoke from the heart. I spoke what I felt.
Then you should.
And that's what the thing is. That's why she loves me.
And if there's one thing a Patriots fan fears, it's the Ravens in the postseason.
Well, and not only that, but, this Patriots fan is also very honest.
So, yeah, they're not going to be. they're in a weird place.
Yeah,
they're in a weird place right now. But
yeah.
So that's the show. That's it.
Hey, hit us up.
That's it. Hit us up. And as usual, it's been real. It's been fun.
And it's been real fun.
Dirt Diggler and
The Dork.
out.